Good morning, you guys. It's Coach Adrian from the Appalachian Trail here with you today. I got on a lot of the clothes I wore when I hiked a piece of the Appalachian Trail way back in 2003. So you gotta have a nice warm jacket. Gotta have a nice warm jacket over there. And I had just graduated from college not too long ago. So I was wearing some of my old William and Mary Gymnastics t-shirts when I was hiking along. These are the jeans. They've gotten more holes over the years. And these are some of the socks that I had on the Appalachian Trail. So I wore them from time to time, a bunch of pairs of socks in there. So I have some of the old clothes I had from the Appalachian Trail. Thought I'd bring out my hiking costume today. And this is not the actual hiking stick I had, but I did have a hiking stick to help me on the Appalachian Trail. I'll tell you a bit more about the trail as we're doing our good gymnastics today, because that's a super fun thing that a lot of you ought to think about when you get a little bit older. You think about the Appalachian Trail. All right, you guys, I'm gonna take this off because this is a seriously warm jacket. I don't need that one right now. All right, we'll take the jacket off, set them over here. All right, boom. We're doing our wall-nastics today. All kinds of stuff that you can do on a wall. If what you have at home is a wall, boom, you can do gymnastics, okay? So, we're gonna do our wall-nastics. We're gonna start with our good handstands up against the wall, and what we're gonna concentrate on first is getting our feet together and getting our hands closer to the wall and pointing our toes up against the wall, okay? So, let's do 2 handstands for 15 seconds, trying to do those pieces in the handstand. Here we go. We're gonna climb it up. We're gonna try to get a little bit closer. Feet together and pointing our toes. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good, you guys. Woo! That's a good one. We'll rest it for just a second, then we'll do some more. Okay, starting with the socks. Coach Juan always makes fun of me when I wear these socks into the gym. And I had a bunch of pairs of them. But they're nice socks because when you're hiking, you need really good boots because you're doing a lot of walking with a heavy pack over uneven ground, so you need really good boots. But super important thing when you're doing a long hike, keeping your feet dry, keeping your feet nice and dry. Because otherwise they're going to get big old blisters. And it's going to make it really hard to hike in there. So, got to have lots of really good hiking socks when you go hiking. And you got to really make sure you keep your feet dry. And if you get into a stream or a creek where your feet get wet, got to get out, got to let them dry off before you put them back in your boots. You don't want to have wet feet hiking along in those boots, okay? Dry feet, good socks, very important when you go hiking, long distance. Here we go, one more time. Handstand, feet together, toes pointed, hands close to the wall. Climb it up. Here we go. Hold it straight. Good. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, there we go, you guys. That was a good one. All right, we'll rest it for a second. Our next handstand, we're going to do our handstand where we've got one foot against the wall and one foot up in the air, okay? One foot against the wall, one foot up in the air. And that foot that's up in the air, we want to point our toe up in the air, okay? Good form with straight legs and pointed toes. Here we go, 15 seconds with that one leg straight up. Popping it up there, and one leg straight up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good, that good handstand with that one leg straight up. All right, so the Appalachian Trail goes from Georgia, from Springer Mountain, Georgia, all the way up to the middle of Maine. It goes along the East Coast through all those states from Georgia up to Maine. And it's over 2,000 miles long. It's a long way. And I only made it a little bit over 200 miles. And then I got sick and I had to stop. But about 200 miles, so I was out there for about 12 days. So close to 20 miles a day hiking on the Appalachian Trail. So if you hike really fast, you might be able to get 25 miles a day. A little slower, maybe 10 or 15 miles a day when you're out hiking in those kind of low mountains like that. So that's what I did. It was about 12 days out there, about 200 miles from Georgia up through North Carolina on the Appalachian Trail. That was pretty fun. That was awesome. All right, here we go. One more handstand. 1 foot up in the air. Yeah. Good straight leg. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Let's rest it for a second. All right. When I was hiking, I had no tent to do that hike. So you had a big plastic sheet called a tarp. And if it was nice, I'd hang the tarp up between the trees and just sleep in my sleeping bag underneath. But on the Appalachian Trail, one of the nice things about that trail is they have little 3-sided shelters. Okay, so no door, just 3 sides and a roof. And so people, all the hikers that come in, they can sleep in that little shelter as they hike their way along the trail. So you don't have to carry a big tent with you, which is really nice. You don't have to carry quite so much stuff with you. That was a cool part about the Appalachian Trail. All right, let's do the next handstand. I'll tell you more. This time we're going to go on one arm. So we're going to have our 2 feet out, our hands out away from the wall, and our feet are going to be apart to balance us. So we make a nice little tripod. And we're going to try to lift one arm up for 10 seconds, and then the other arm up for 10 seconds, okay? Here we go. So, hands out far, feet apart to balance, and we hold 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other hand, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Let's rest it for a second, and we're going to do one more of those out there. Yeah, that was one of the fun things, is having no tent, sleeping in those 3-sided shelters. But there are bears in Appalachia, so you have to be very careful about where you put your food when you're sleeping. So I would hang my pack with all my food away from me in the trees, and then I would sleep in this shelter so that if there was a bear that came to get the food, they would get the food, but not get me. So you got to be really careful about how you store your food in some of those trails if there's a lot of bears in that area. So at any rate, a little piece of the Appalachian Trail there. All right, one more time. 2 feet apart, one hand up, and then the other hand up. 10 seconds to 10 seconds. Here we go. On your marks. Get set. And go. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Other hand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. Good job there, you guys. All right, let's rest it for just a second. We're going to do our good bridges next. So on these bridges, we're going to do them on the ground first, and then we're going to do them up against the wall so we get our wall bridges in there. Let's really try to get those arms all the way straight today. Let's focus on our arms. Get our arms all the way straight today. I can't quite do it yet. I got to keep working at it, but that's what we want to get, is those arms all the way up straight, okay? Let's do 2 of them for 10 seconds. Here we go. On your marks. Get set. And go. Push it up there. Straighten them out. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good bridge in there. Getting those arms all the way straight. That's good. We'll rest it for just a second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I started out. It takes, if you're hiking 15 or 20 miles a day, and the trail is over 2,000 miles long, it's going to take about 3.5, 4 months or so, depending on how fast you hike it. About that long, 3 or 4 months to make it all the way from Georgia up to Maine, hiking about that much in a day. So yeah, it's a big hike because it's going all through the mountains and everything. It's quite a ways, but it's pretty exciting. It's beautiful, beautiful mountains, so many animals, and so many deer, and occasionally you can see a bear. You stay away from them, but it's a beautiful, beautiful trail. At any rate, I went through the part that's in Georgia and North Carolina, so that was in March. So it was, some days it was nice, and some days it was snowing still. Yes. All right, here we go. One more bridge. We're gonna get those arms all the way straight. On your marks, get set, and go. Hold it all the way straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes. There we go. That's that good bridge. Okie dokie. Now, Here we go. We're gonna do our good bridge pushes off of the wall. So we want to be able to be flexible to do our front handsprings and back handsprings and a bunch of other skills later on. But we also want to be strong and pushing out away that way to be able to do all those skills. So here's one of the things we can work on. We'll reach back and push ourselves back up, okay? Let's do 10 of them. Let's do 10 of those. We're trying to reach back and push ourselves up. Oh, I should say, we don't want to be too far away from the wall, so we fall all the way down, okay? We want to be about 3 steps. 1, 2, 3 steps. About 3 steps is good. So we can reach and push and stand ourselves up. Good. All right, here we go. 7 more of them. And push. 1, good. And push. 2, good. Push. 3, there we go. And push. 4, there we go. 5, almost there. 6, one more. And push. 7. Ooh, that's good. All right, another little piece of the Appalachian Trail that's interesting. If you're gonna plan to, I didn't make it, I made it about 1/10 of the way, about a little 200 miles. If you're gonna go the whole way, it's gonna take 3 months. You can't carry 3 months worth of food in your pack. Okay, there's too much to carry. So they have little post offices along the way. And at the beginning, you mail yourself packages of food to the post offices along the way. And as you're hiking along, you go stop in the post office and they'll hold your package of food for you. And then you put it in your pack and you go hike for the next week into the next post office. Get your next pack of food that you mailed to yourself along the way. And you go all the way up like that. Or you can have someone else mail it to you if you have someone else to help you like that. So that's another little interesting piece of how a lot of people do the Appalachian Trail. All right, let's get it. I want to be about 3 steps. 1, 2, 3 steps. About 3 steps is good. So we can reach and push and stand ourselves up. Good. All right, here we go. It is. And push. Good. And push. Good. There's 3. We're doing 10 of them. Push. 4. Boom. 5. There we go. 6. Push. 7. Boom. 8. There we go. Boom. 9. Boom. 10. There we go, you guys. All right, now, true story. Everyone's been talking about toilet paper being missing. If you're out hiking for 4 months, you don't always have toilet paper. So you do what people used to do when they didn't have toilet paper, which is grass and leaves. Grass and leaves. So it was really funny to hear a lot of people start talking about toilet paper. You probably heard them talk about toilet paper. And I remember going on the Appalachian Trail saying, what am I going to use if I don't have toilet paper? Grass and leaves. That's what people used to use. You can still use it if you need to sometimes in emergency. All right, you guys. All right, your parents are going to be so mad at me now. Okay, here we go. We're going to get going now. Handstand walking. So we're going to put our hands down. We're going to step our feet up. And we're going to walk ourselves sideways on the wall. We're going to see if we can get 10 steps, okay? 10 steps going sideways on the wall. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. Push it up there. 10 steps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. There we go. There's a good 10 steps. We're going to rest in a second. Then we're going to do our good 10 steps going back. Good 10 steps going back. Here we go. Rest it up. All right. Boom. 10 steps going back. Here we go now. And popping up there. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. There we go. There's the good handstand walking. Okay. We're going to rest it for a second. We're going to try some of our handstand walking just on the ground. Okay. So we're going to see, since we're just started on our handstand walking on the ground, we're going to see if we can get 3 steps at a time, okay? We're going to see if we can kick up there a little bit and just take 1, 2, 3 steps. We're just learning to move our hands. Not trying to go a long way yet, just learning to move our hands like this. Let's try 3 little steps. Kick it up, going 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good. Kick it up there. Going 1, 2, 3. There we go. if you've been practicing for a while, you can do more steps. You can get your feet together and do more steps. And then you can do your pirouettes. And you do your steps forwards. And you do your steps backwards. Ah! And you can do your steps sideways. All kinds of steps in there. All right, but we'll get there eventually. Let's try again. 3 steps, little handstand, 3 steps. Here we go. Okay, get up there. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's do it again. 2 more times. 2 more times. Here we go. Okay, get up there. Go 1, 2, 3. Good. Here we go. 1 more time. Last one. Ready. Kick it up there. 1, 2, 3. Good. There we go. Just getting the hang of that. Push, 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 push. Just like a baby starting out to walk. Stand up. Take 1, 2, 3 steps back down. And then they do it over and over and over and over again. Pretty cool. It's pretty amazing how babies do that. They fall down and they smash their face hard a lot of times every day. And they keep getting back up, keep taking steps, keep taking steps, keep taking steps. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool that babies do that. It's a pretty amazing thing. All right. Practice our handstand walking. We got 2 more things we want to work on today. Got to work on our splits. We got to work on our high leg kicks on relevé using our splits, okay? Those high leg kicks is what's going to use the wall, okay? But let's do our good splits first. We're going to do each one. We're going to hold it for 15 seconds. And then we're going to do our relevé kicks. Okay, now legs straight, straight, straight. One hand on either side. We're going to slide all the way down as far as we can in those good splits. Trying to make our legs be lined up in a nice line. Our knee up to the ceiling, our toe pointing. Hold in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. Good. Alrighty, you guys, switch it to that other leg in front. Remember, when we do these splits, we don't want to let that front leg be bent like this. When we're doing the full split, we got to keep that leg straight, straight, straight. And we don't want to let our back leg scooch behind us like that. We want to keep it in a nice line, one nice line. All right, here we go. One hand on either side, sliding down into our splits. And hold there, hold in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good in those splits. All right, now, you guys listen. Sometimes gymnastics coaches, or sometimes your siblings, some of the gymnastics coaches used to do this, would push on people to make their splits better, and sometimes your brother or sister might think they're helping you by trying to push you down in your splits. That's a bad idea, okay? Sometimes if the coach is doing it right, they'll help hold you in the correct position, but if someone is in a big stretch like this as far as they can, it's not good to push on them to try to make them go down farther. That's too much and it will hurt their muscle, okay? So if you're at home and your brother and your sister are stretching with you, don't push on each other, okay? If your gymnastics coach in the gym is holding you in the correct position, that's okay, but not pushing down on you like that, okay? Little piece of advice. All right, those are the good splits. Now we're gonna apply those splits to our wall. So I do not look nearly as graceful as many of the gymnasts here who also take ballet or teach ballet, but this is one of the things that they work in trying to perfect their gymnastics, which is particularly used in women's gymnastics and girls gymnastics. Okay, so we're gonna do our high leg kicks. We're gonna balance ourselves against the wall. We're gonna be up on our toe on relevé, up on our toe, just like that, with our arm up here, and we're gonna do leg kicks as high as we can. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of them. So we're up on our toe, on that toe, and then our leg is kicking as high as we can. Balance, arm and high crown. Okay, here we go. Balance, high crown, 10 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We'll switch it around to the other side. Here we go. Up on Relevé. Balance. High crown. High leg kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, you guys, last little thing, then we're gonna be done. We're gonna do our leg kicks, same way, except out to the back this time. So we're still gonna try to be on Relevé, but now our arm is gonna be out to the side to balance us, and we're gonna do our leg kicks to the back. We're gonna try not to let our body hang way down here when we do it. We're gonna try to keep our head up still. Nice leg kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, switching it over to the other side. Here we go. Trying to push up on our toe, arms out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, you guys. All right, you guys, good job today working on our wall-nastics. All kinds of stuff we can do up against the wall to get better at our gymnastics, okay? That was awesome. All right, glad you got to see some of the Appalachian Trail garb. It's been stored away in the attic for a little while, got to break it out. When you get older, Appalachian Trail, from Georgia all the way up through Maine, you can hike pieces of it, or you can do what's called through hike it, which is going all the way through. All right, really cool thing to think about when you get older, hiking the Appalachian Trail. All right, you guys, good work today on Friday. See you all on Monday. Bye, y'all.